Yeah, important questions, because unfortunately New Jersey does not have same-day voter registration. If you want to vote in this primary, you've got to register by May 12th. So just a few more days to go until Tuesday, May 12th. You got to register. Fortunately, you can do it online. Just type in Charlie4Change, the number 4.com/VR for voter registration. It'll take you to the state website, and you can accomplish it there. But you have to get it done at least 3 weeks before Election Day. So the Election Day is June 2nd. We do have an early voting opportunity, so you can vote by mail, or you can show up at an early voting location, including the one here in New Brunswick at the Hub Teen Center, starting May 26th through May 31st. So you can vote any one of those days on a voting machine at the Hub Teen Center, or you can show up on the big day, June 2nd, at your usual polling place.
Awesome. Thanks for that. And let me ask you a question, and this is a difficult one, but I think it's important to these issues. Now, we have people that are independents, were formerly Democrats, or at least registered as Democrats to vote in primaries. And there is, in my view, a significant amount of propaganda from both parties to tell people that voting doesn't matter. Now, as I understand, if you want to change things, voting itself is not the only key to that change.
Yes.
But why is it important to understand? For instance, you ran as an independent candidate, I believe, the last
twice,
election.
yeah.
Now, I have studied political science and labor studies at the master's level. I do understand why, but briefly, why is it important at this time in the 2026 midterms, right? Meaning nationally, but also local elections, to be strategic with your vote. And if the best candidate happens to be a Democrat, why should you register? Keeping in mind that the next day, or the same day if you want, you could register as an independent, a Green Party, a socialist, a Republican, or anything else. Why should people understand that just because you registered as a Democrat to vote in one or two primaries does not mean you are you agree with the leadership of the Democratic Party?
Yeah, great question, because, I know a lot of people get wrapped up in these labels and sort of like the national debate over the two-party system. Listen, the two-party system sucks. The only thing worse than that is the one-party system. That's what we have in New Brunswick. We almost always end up with only one choice on the ballot in the general election, and often we only have one choice on the ballot in the primary election. So the way it works in New Jersey, as a candidate, you have to choose one path. You can't run in the primary and then if you lose, run again in the general as a third party or independent. You have to pick one or the other. The first two times I ran as an independent, and I was proud to do that. I do think that there's value in running in the November general election when any voter can cast a vote, and that includes our Rutgers University student community, who's way more likely to participate in a November